Have you ever felt like your mind no longer belongs to you? You know what you should do, but you can't bring yourself to do it. You try to focus, but your thoughts scatter like leaves in the wind. You long for peace, but even 5 minutes of stillness feels impossible. You're not broken. You're not weak. You're simply living with a mind that hasn't been guided home yet. And if any part of this feels familiar, you're not alone. Most of us were never taught how to understand the mind, let alone how to lead it gently, with awareness and compassion. This isn't about controlling your thoughts with force or willpower. It's about coming back to yourself. Slowing down just enough to listen, observe, and choose, instead of react. Because when you begin to understand your own mind, you don't just improve your life. You transform the way you experience it. In this video, we'll explore 5 powerful, yet gentle practices that can help you reclaim your inner space. One breath, one choice, one moment at a time. And if something in these words speaks to you, even just a little, please consider giving this video a like and sharing it with someone who might be quietly struggling too. This is Life Lessons, where we don't just offer advice. We walk beside you, as you rediscover the peace that was always within you. Part 1, The Mind, Friend or Foe. Have you ever felt like your mind has a mind of its own? Like no matter how hard you try to stay calm, stay focused, or stay present, your thoughts just take you somewhere else. You start the day with hope. You tell yourself, today, I'll be more patient. I'll stop overthinking. I'll be at peace. But then a single thought, a small trigger, a memory from years ago. And suddenly, you're caught in a storm of your own making. It's frustrating, isn't it? You want clarity, but your mind keeps fogging things up. You want stillness, but your mind keeps racing. You want to be in control, but it feels like your mind is the one steering, and you're just along for the ride. But here's what few people ever tell you. Your mind is not your enemy. But if you don't understand it, if you don't learn how to work with it, it will start working against you. In Buddhist philosophy, the mind is considered the root of both suffering and freedom. It's not the external world that traps us, it's our own thoughts, judgments, and reactions. Most of us believe we're making conscious choices every day. But neuroscience, and ancient teachings, say otherwise. Up to 95% of what we do comes from our subconscious. That means you're not reacting to this moment, you're reacting to old habits, buried fears, and memories you've forgotten but never fully healed. Your subconscious is like a silent river, shaping your behavior, your emotions, and even your sense of identity, without you realizing it. Now imagine your mind as a powerful horse. If it's trained, it can take you anywhere you want to go. But if it's left wild, untamed, misunderstood, it'll drag you through mud, fear, regret, and exhaustion. That's why understanding your mind is not optional, it's essential. Not to control it like a master controls a servant, but to understand it like a friend who's been hurt and confused for a long time. There's a well-known story in Buddhist tradition. A man once came to the Buddha and said, "I can't find peace. My thoughts keep attacking me. They make me anxious, angry, afraid. I just want them to stop." And the Buddha said, "Watch your thoughts. Let them rise. Let them pass. Don't chase after them. Don't run from them. Simply observe. And one day, you will see, you are not your thoughts. You are the awareness behind them." That simple truth changes everything. Because once you realize that you are not your thoughts, You stop getting pulled into every storm they create. You stop believing everything your mind tells you. And you begin to create space for peace, clarity, and healing. Maybe you're carrying things no one else can see. A lifetime of pressure. Quiet disappointments. Maybe you've been strong for everyone else. But inside, you feel tired. Lost. Scattered. And no one ever taught you how to rest. How to breathe. How to sit with your own mind and not be afraid of what's in there. But it's not too late. In fact, this moment, this breath, could be your beginning. This is not your breaking point. This is your invitation to awaken. In the next chapter, we'll explore the first of 5 powerful practices that can help you gently guide your mind, not with force, but with awareness. But for now, just know this. You are not broken. You are not behind. You are simply waking up. And the mind that once overwhelmed you can become your wisest friend. If this message speaks to something in your heart, give it a like, and share it with someone who might need this today. Together, we'll keep walking this gentle path, one mindful step at a time. Part 2, the first practice, gentle observation. Now that we've opened the door to understanding the mind, let's take the first step toward transforming it. This first practice isn't complex. You won't need hours of silence or a mountain retreat. You don't even need to change your life. All you need is a moment of awareness. This is the power of what the Buddha called right mindfulness. The ability to gently observe your thoughts, emotions, and sensations, without reacting, without judging. Let me ask you, have you ever caught yourself lost in thought? Playing out imaginary conversations, replaying old mistakes, or worrying about things that haven't even happened yet? That's the untrained mind at work. Not evil. Not broken. Just on autopilot. But the moment you say to yourself, "Ah, I see what my mind is doing," you've already begun to wake up. That tiny moment of noticing is the beginning of liberation. In Buddhist tradition, this practice is called vipassana. To see clearly. To watch the mind, not with force, but with kindness. You sit. You breathe. And you simply observe whatever arises. Maybe it's a memory. Maybe it's a fear. Maybe it's nothing but silence. Whatever it is. You don't run from it. You don't chase after it. You just let it come, and let it go. Like watching clouds drift across a wide open sky. At first, your mind will resist. It might scream. This is boring. This isn't working. You're not doing it right. That's okay. That's what untrained minds do. But you stay. You breathe. You keep watching, gently. And slowly, a space opens up. A space between you and your thoughts. A space where you can breathe again. Where peace can enter. This isn't about perfection. This isn't about being calm all the time. It's about returning, again and again, no matter how many times you forget. You return to this breath. This moment. This very life. Because here, in this simple act of observing, you begin to reclaim something precious. Yourself. There's a teaching in the Dhammapada that says, the mind is difficult to control, swiftly and lightly it moves and lands where it pleases. But the mind that is mastered brings happiness. This practice, gentle observation, is how you begin to master it. Not by force, but through compassionate awareness. So today, just try this. Sit quietly for 2 minutes. Watch your breath. Notice your thoughts. Don't follow them. Don't fight them. Just let them pass, like leaves on a stream. Even if you only find 1 second of clarity, that second is yours. And it's enough. Because the journey back to yourself begins with a single, present breath. In the next part, we'll explore the second practice, one that helps us gently dissolve the emotional weight we've carried for years. But for now, if this practice speaks to something inside you, give the video a like. And share it with someone who may need peace more than they can say. You're not alone. You're walking this path of healing, step by gentle step. And we're walking it with you. Part 3, the second practice, letting go of what no longer serves you. Sometimes, peace isn't about what we gain. It's about what we're finally willing to let go. You've been carrying things for a long time. Words you never said. Pain you never showed. Memories you wish had turned out differently. And maybe, somewhere deep inside, you thought if you just held on long enough, it would all make sense. But the truth is, some things only begin to make sense once we release them. This second practice is simple, but not easy. It's the practice of letting go. In Buddhist teachings, this is called non-attachment. The art of loosening our grip on what we cannot control. And allowing what has already happened to be what it was. Because holding on doesn't change the past. It only hardens the present. You might be holding on to a grudge, thinking it will protect you. But it only closes your heart. You might be holding on to regret, thinking it will make things right. But it only steals your peace. You might be holding on to guilt, as if punishing yourself will redeem something. But it only keeps you stuck. The Buddha once said, holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else, yet you are the one who gets burned. So, how do we let go? We begin, not by forcing the release, but by recognizing the weight of what we're holding. Take a deep breath. And ask yourself, what am I still carrying that no longer serves me? Whose voice is still echoing in my head, telling me I'm not enough? What wound am I still touching over and over, hoping it will hurt less? Awareness is the first release. Naming the pain takes away its power. There's a gentle practice you can try today. Take a small stone, something from nature. Hold it in your hand. Close your eyes. And imagine everything you've been holding inside, flowing into that stone. The guilt. The worry. The old identity. The fear of not being enough. And then, set the stone down. Or return it to the earth. Let the earth carry what you no longer need. Letting go is not a betrayal of your story. It's not denial. It's not weakness. Letting go is an act of courage. It's a declaration that says, I am ready to stop suffering. I am ready to come back to life. Because every time you release something heavy, you make room for something light to enter. Forgiveness. Peace. Clarity. Freedom. So today, just try letting go of one thing. Even if it's small. Even if it's just the need to be right. Or the story you keep repeating to yourself about who you are. Let it go. And watch what happens in the space that opens up. In the next part of this journey, we'll explore a third practice. One that helps rebuild your inner foundation with compassion and resilience. But for now, if this message reached somewhere deep in your heart, give it a like. Share it with someone you love. And know this: you are not what you carry. You are what you choose to release. And in that release, you are free. Part 4, the third practice, rewriting the inner voice. Sometimes, it's not the world outside that hurts us the most. It's the voice inside our own mind. That quiet voice. The one that whispers, "You're not good enough. You always mess things up. You'll never change. You don't remember when it started. You just know it's always there. In the background. Guiding your choices. Shaping your self-worth. Limiting your joy." This is the third practice. Rewriting the inner voice. In Buddhism, this is known as right thought. The practice of cultivating thoughts that lead to freedom. Not fear. Because not every thought is true. Not every belief belongs to you. Some were given to you, by wounded people, painful memories, or a harsh past. And it's time to question them. Ask yourself, whose voice am I really hearing when I put myself down? What story have I been repeating that no longer serves me? Would I ever speak to someone I love the way I speak to myself? When we slow down and really listen to the inner voice, we often find it's not ours. It's inherited. It's learned. It's old pain pretending to be truth. But here's the good news. If the voice inside you was programmed, it can also be rewritten. The Buddha taught that thoughts become reality. What we think, we become. So if you've been thinking thoughts rooted in fear, guilt, or shame, your life will reflect that. But when you begin to plant new seeds, seeds of kindness, of patience, of truth, you start to transform the very soil of your being. Here's a practice you can begin today. Whenever you notice a harsh thought, pause. Don't fight it. Don't suppress it. Just ask, is this voice helping me, or hurting me? Then gently offer a different voice. Even if it feels awkward. Even if you don't believe it yet. Say instead, I am doing my best. I am allowed to be a work in progress. I am worthy of peace. Because with repetition, the voice you feed becomes the voice you follow. This isn't about fake positivity. It's about healing the root. Replacing inner punishment with inner peace. You are not broken. You are becoming. You are returning to the truth of who you are. A mind that speaks kindly creates a heart that feels safe. And from that place, you can grow, gently, naturally, without fear. In the next part of this journey, we'll explore the fourth practice. A powerful way to reconnect with the body and ground the mind in presence. But for now, if this message touched a part of you that's been waiting to be seen, please like the video. Share it with someone who struggles with their inner critic. And remember, you are not the voice of your wounds. You are the voice that chooses healing. Part 5, the final practice, returning to the present moment. After all the thoughts, all the memories, all the letting go and inner reflection, there's one place left to return to. Here. Now. This moment. This is the fifth and final practice. The one that holds all the others together. The one that brings the scattered pieces of you back home. It's the practice of presence. You see, the mind loves to travel. It jumps into the past, searching for answers, clinging to regret. It leaps into the future, chasing control, bracing for what-ifs. But the truth is, life only happens in this breath. Right now. Not someday. Not when things are better. Now. In Buddhist teachings, this is called mindful presence. Noticing what is. Feeling the breath. Hearing the wind. Touching this moment with full awareness. It's simple, but not easy. Because being present means being vulnerable. It means being with what is, even if what is, feels heavy. But here's the gift. In this moment, nothing is missing. You are not broken. You are not late. You are simply here. And that is enough. Let me ask you. When was the last time you tasted your food, instead of just eating it? When was the last time you walked without rushing somewhere? When was the last time you looked in the mirror and just said, "This moment is all I need"? You see, peace isn't somewhere far away. It's not in the next vacation, or the next achievement. Peace is in the pause. In the noticing. In the breath you're taking, right now. Here's how you can begin today. Take a deep breath. Feel it enter your body. Hold it gently. Then exhale, like you're letting go of the need to be anywhere else. Do this as many times as you need. Do it when you're anxious. Do it when you're tired. Do it when you forget who you are. Because every time you return to your breath, you return to your life. The Buddha once said, "Do not dwell in the past, do not dream of the future, concentrate the mind on the present moment." This moment is sacred. It's where healing begins. It's where love lives. It's where you remember. You are alive. You are awake. You are free. So as we close this journey together, remember. You are not your thoughts. You are not your pain. You are not the noise in your mind. You are the space between. You are the one who watches. You are the calm beneath the storm. If this message brought you a little more stillness today, please leave a like. Share it with someone who needs a soft place to land. And remember, come back. Breathe. This moment is your home. And you are welcome here. Conclusion. You don't have to fight your mind. You don't have to conquer it, silence it, or shut it down. You simply need to understand it. To listen with compassion. And gently lead it with the quiet light of awareness. Because when you master the world within, your outer world begins to shift on its own. You stop being controlled by circumstances. You stop fearing the future. And you no longer carry the weight of the past. You move through life with grace. You respond instead of react. You begin to live, not just survive. And it all begins with one simple step. Awakening. Not tomorrow. Not someday. But right here. In this very breath. Take a moment. Breathe. Feel the stillness underneath everything. That stillness is who you are. If something in this journey spoke to your heart, if you felt even one moment of peace, clarity, or recognition, please give this video a like. Share it with someone who may be quietly struggling. And subscribe to Life Lessons to keep walking this path of inner mastery and awakening. The world doesn't need a louder you. It needs a more present, peaceful you. True peace isn't out there in the noise. It begins with you. Right now. Right here. In this breath,